George Clooney didn't just make money playing smooth guys on screen. He made billions selling tequila he never even planned to sell. George Clooney turned a drunken hangover into a billion-dollar empire. Let's break down how just chilling with friends became his biggest payday ever. The year was 2010. Clooney was relaxing in his Mexico vacation home with his boy Randy Gerber. You know, casual billionaire vibes. They kept ordering tequila at the local bars, but every bottle was like, too harsh, too expensive, too much burn. They were basically paying to suffer, and Randy Gerber, being the smooth operator he is, said,
We thought, how great would it be if we had our own house tequila? So, we were spending a lot of time there, and we would go to different restaurants, different hotels and bars, and different bartenders would turn us on to their favorite tequila. And some were very good, but there was nothing just perfect for us. So we decided to see if we can come up with our own. So we did our research, met with different distilleries in Mexico, and we chose one and said, this is the profile that we want. Can you do it?
It's called Casamigos, right?
Yes,
Tequila.
Casamigos.
why don't we make our own? No business plan, no Shark Tank pitch, just let's make a tequila we can sip all day without waking up feeling like a dying goat. So they spent 2 years, sampled 700 recipes, and did countless blind taste tests until they found the perfect formula. Now that's dedication. Meanwhile, I can't even commit to a gym routine for 2 weeks. Word spread fast. Hollywood A-listers started begging for bottles at every party. Clooney and Gerber were ordering 1,000 bottles a year just for friends. Until one day, their distiller said, "Bro, at this volume, you need a commercial license." They laughed. They weren't trying to build a business, just trying to vibe. But demand kept growing beyond their control. So in 2013, they launched Casamigos, which, by the way, means House of Friends in Spanish. Perfect name for tequila born at backyard parties with your boys.
And then we started making our own tequila down in Jalisco. We would go down there and try a different batch for, I don't know, a year and a half. And we started off as gifts for our friends. And we thought, okay, we'll just give it away as Christmas presents. And then eventually he said, I think we could sell it and sell tequila. And I thought, well, that's silly. Because believe me, trust me, if I'd set out to do a company that was going to, sell for $1 billion, we would have failed miserably. But that's because Randy's got a really good head on his shoulders and very smart. And
tell me about the name.
Casamigos was sort of loosely the American version of House of Friends. It was our two houses were next to each other, and we called them the Casamigos. It's not really a Spanish word, but why not? We figured it was close enough. And then when we started making the tequila, we just called it that.
Year 1, 38,000 cases. Year 2, 80,000 cases. By year 3, sales more than doubled again. Big alcohol giants started sniffing around like hyenas at a goat auction. In 2017, Diageo came through with a deal too juicy to refuse. $700 million up front. Another $300 million based on performance. That's $1 billion total. The highest price ever paid for a tequila startup. From a drink that started as, let's just not have hangovers tomorrow. Life really be like that sometimes.
Well, it is good to be George Clooney, in case you had any doubt about that. It's also good to be Randy Gerber and Mike Meldman. It was just a few years ago that these friends set out to create a tequila that they could really enjoy. Well, today, they have a billion-dollar brand.
From babies to billionaire businessman. Just when you thought he couldn't top his most recent announcement, the birth of his newborn twins, George Clooney is back in the headlines again. This time striking a massive deal Wednesday to sell his tequila brand to British beverage company Diageo for a whopping $1 billion.
Grab a glass, amigo.
Clooney, along with Randy Gerber, who's married to Cindy Crawford, and developer Mike Meldman, created Casamigos Tequila in 2013. And according to Gerber, they were an accidental success, a passion project for the longtime friends that blossomed into a booming business.
Casamigos broke every tequila rule. Aged Blanco for 2 months, standard is 0. Reposado for 7 months, standard is 2. Añejo for 14 months, standard is 385 days. 12. Extra aging equals no burn. Premium quality, but without premium pricing. That's why everyone fell in love with it. But here's what really set them apart. They never hired consultants, never ran focus groups, never studied competitors. They just solved their own problem perfectly. Turns out, millions of people had the exact same problem. Lesson: authentic solutions create authentic success. Clooney's share transformed his wealth overnight. One accidental venture made him more money than decades of blockbuster movies. Fam, the best opportunities are hidden in the problems we face daily. You think you're just frustrated, but you could be sitting on $1 billion idea. From "we need better tequila" to $1 billion exit in 7 years. No investors, no pitch decks, no grand strategy. Just friends solving their own problem perfectly. Sometimes that's all it takes to build an empire. They didn't chase trends. They just fixed their own pain. The hidden advantage most businesses overlook. The best opportunities don't come from market research. They come from lived pain plus courage to fix it. That's how real growth happens, whether it's tequila, software, social media, or building trust as a leader. Today's leaders aren't just strategists. They're problem solvers who help others live better. Because when you create something that genuinely helps, people naturally share it. If you loved this story, check out my previous video on Peter Thiel's secret $22 billion escape plan. That man left America for New Zealand for reasons that will blow your mind. Click the video on the left to watch the Peter Thiel story, or click the video on the right to watch more amazing King Festus content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss powerful stories like this. Peace.